We start off with how this program today ties into the PAP manifesto of creating more opportunities for higher income.
This is something that we've been doing for a long time. We believe that for workers to have their wages go up, the best way is to drive for productivity. Because you look at it, productivity as a concept means you are able to create something extra for the business. That something extra, then you can be apportioned. Part of it can go to better profit for a company, part of it can go to better price, better service for the customer, and part of it can go towards better wages for the workers. So that way everybody wins. It's win-win-win. So productivity is the best way to sustain wage increase, to sustain affordable prices for consumers.
Okay, and
so this is not the only sector that we have worked on. Very early on, we already started on the job recreation program, and that is under the NTUC together with WDA at that time. So we helped out in landscape sector, in security, in cleaning. Now we are moving on to other sectors, hotel, F&B, retail, manufacturing, under the Inclusive Growth program. So we have already covered about 20,000 workers. Most of them are getting 10 or more percentage increase in their wages. So it's very encouraging. I think that's the way we want to push wages up and improve lives for workers.
You mentioned announcing something next week.
Oh, I didn't mean announcing something next week. It was a joke, no? Because SecGen is always very impatient. He's asking us when will we reach the target of 20 companies, 20 hotels implementing what Royal Plaza is implemented. So I just joked that it will be next week. But I think it's going to take a bit longer. I'm hoping to do it within 6 months.
Okay, and WP reviewed some of the candidates yesterday. Any comments on...
3 candidates, right?
Yes.
4 candidates, yeah.
Potentially some of your rivals. Any comments?
I think it's good that they are put out and subject to media scrutiny, subject to the scrutiny of voters, just as PAP has done. I think it's a fair thing to do for voters. The earlier you do, the better.
Okay, that's it from me. Anyone else?
Can I just ask, what do your residents in Aljunied feel about you so far? What sentiments did you get?
Aljunied is quite big. I've been moving around more in the Kaki Bukit area. First with Dr. Faisal, who was the incumbent MP, so he brought me around. Later on, he was deployed in Nee Soon, so I've been going around by myself. But very fortunately, we have the whole team of grassroots leaders that used to support Dr. Faisal, now together working with me. So they are the extension of the ears, eyes of the MP and of the former MP and advisor. And together with them, I think we've been moving around very effectively. I've been able to know a lot more residents. I've been helping out at the MPS. So I think gradually we are building out that rapport, and I'm very happy of the progress.
So what's their general sentiment to you? Do you see more like WP supporters, for example?
Actually, many of them are very warm to me, and it's quite common that they will first ask me what party I'm from, and then they shake my hand after they know what party I represent. So it has been very encouraging for me. Obviously, Dr. Faisal, as a former MP, has done a great job. Obviously, too, that he has the great support of all the grassroots and activists that help him achieve that. And today, they are also supporting me. So I'm very confident we can continue his good work. And that's the most important thing. To serve residents in the same way, if not better, compared to what they have been served in the past 5 years.
So your colleague Desmond Chu, he said he encountered more WP supporters in Hougang. How about yourself? Do you have any similar experiences where people turn you away, lukewarm to the PAP candidate?
There are always some. There are always a few, but I think it's a small minority. I think even amongst opposition supporters, when they see you moving around, just trying to serve, just trying to be friendly, they will too shake your hands. Yeah, maybe less warmly, but nevertheless, I think it's a civil voters.
So have you picked up anything from like George Yeo or Lim Hui Hua?
I learned to smile more, learn to walk forward more, learn to shake hands more. It's really trying to win the trust of voters that you are here to serve, that you are sincere towards wanting to help them. Yeah, especially doing MPS. I think MPS, you see a crowd that is in all kinds of problems and make you feel whatever problems you have, you feel that it's so small compared to their problems. And once you start to empathize with them, you try your best to help them. Even if they know that sometimes your appeal doesn't work, I think it's greatly appreciated. And we have to continue to help. Yeah.
So how confident are you in securing a mandate in Aljunied?
I'm only confident that we are going to try our best and put out our best contests. WP have said, I think it was the chairman, Sylvia Lim, has said they are going all out to win Aljunied. They are determined to win Aljunied. So I think they are very serious and really going all out. So what we can do, whichever team they send, however all out they go, we just have to bury our heads, work hard, serve the residents, let residents see our sincerity. I think that's the best way to try to win.
Going all out as well?
We always go all out to serve the residents and let the residents decide who is the best team to serve them.
So would you elaborate on the state of play that you'll be embarking on, your team in the GRC?
The state of play?
How are you all gearing up?
I suppose for the past more than a month, every one of us, every evening, we are in our constituency, walking blocks, meeting people, walking the markets, attending to issues, doing MPSs. So that's the state of play. We are continuing to toil the ground because I think for voters and for residents, it is really about serving them.
And as a new candidate, can you tell us what are maybe some of the challenges you face?
The challenges is when you're new, first people don't know you as well. For me, for example, I know my weakness. When I don't smile, I look stern. And people think I'm not happy, But what to do? I'm born with this face, right? So it's really to let residents know me better. Because if I had 5 years behind me, I think they already know who I am. That I don't think I'm a stern person. But that takes time for people to know. Yeah. And so that for new candidates, that is the issue.
Because, Kaki Bukit has a substantial number of Malays. Does that put you in any disadvantage?
I don't feel so. I'm always very encouraged that my predecessor, Dr. Faisal, he could reach out to all the Chinese voters. There's no reason why I cannot reach out to all the Malay voters. Today, when I meet the Malay residents, the warmth that they show me is very encouraging. So I think we're on the right track. We have to continue to uphold the fact that in PAP government, we believe in a multiracial society, treating everybody equally. My first event in Kaki Bukit, where I attended myself without anyone holding my hand, was a Malay event. Yeah. And that's when I made a Malay speech with some difficulty, with some rehearsal, but nevertheless I tried. I made that speech and I make the point that it is very befitting that my first event in Kaki Bukit is a Malay event. It shows that we will serve every resident equally.
I asked that because yesterday at WP, Faisal, who is also being active in Kaki Bukit, says that he feels that the ground is sweet for him there. So I don't know what's your opinion.
Well, it is his own assessment. No? That is his own assessment. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you.